Hello, Magic Family. Welcome to kind of just an impromptu video. I wanted to kind of do a couple of different things in this video. Number one is I do have some product I want to open for you guys because obviously we are an unboxing channel. So I was at Metrotown in Vancouver. There's a store called Mind Games in there. They have a 4 for $20 deal. So I picked up a couple packs. And maybe we'll crack in a vacation or two, or we'll see. I don't know. I chose purposefully to try and get it from different sets, just to kind of broaden my chances. I don't know. The second thing I wanted to do on this video is going to be a little bit of a surprise. Well, I guess not a surprise. I had mentioned it in a previous video. But I had a couple of requests from some friends of mine to kind of show how I make my EDH proxies. Now, a lot of people just write on the card, and, if you want to put Tarmogoyf, and you just, whatever, or, Elvish Piper, you just write Elvish Piper with Sharpie on a land and throw it in a sleeve, and everybody kind of knows what that does. Well, I'm a little bit more, I guess, flashy when it comes to my EDH decks. Now, I do want to preface that these EDH decks are purely casual. I don't sell any of my products. I'll make some for friends if they want to have one as a commander, or say this really just expensive card like I don't know what's one of the more popular ones that I've done. I don't know. Well, I can't even think of anything right now. Like Worldly Tutor, or just some some of the more expensive cards that maybe you're not sure if you want to really cough out the money for, but you want to have something flashy in your deck just to be able to fill it out. So we're gonna do this first. You'll also notice it's really quiet. The kids are in bed. So I figured I would do this while not having a little bit of an interruption in the background. So let's crack into this stuff first, and then we'll go into the stuff that I have off camera on the right hand side here. So let's start here. We'll work our way timeline that way. So we're just gonna skip right to the back. Scrap trawler, garbage, good times. And okay, so these I can just give to the kids. For Amonkhet. Anointed Procession. Okay, that's not too bad. That's one of the kind of the better rares in the set, I think. So I'll take that. That's fine. Actually, I think I have a space for that in one of my EDH decks. Oh, Frightening Sanity. There you go. And 4 land. Alright, let's see what we got. Last pack. Hour of Devastation. Okay, not too shabby. You know what? I don't think I made my money back, but you know what? There's a Liliana's Defeat, and I think it's a couple of bucks. Not horrible. So out of 4 packs, got arguably 3 cards that are worth, a couple of bucks a piece. So, I don't know. I might have made my money back. We'll see. But, cool. And 2 full art lands. So that's not too shabby. Now, we are going to be doing another pack opening. I purchased some stuff on eBay, some packs that I'm waiting to arrive. Now, I did receive 1 pack today, so I think Brother and I are going to do a video here. I'm just adjusting the camera here. Brother and I are going to be doing a video for that together, but I wanted to do this one for you guys now. So, to give you guys an example of a sample of a proxy that I've made that I really like, we'll do Quicksilver Amulet. So you'll notice that it's foil, so I can take it out of the sleeve. So foil, custom art. I do a couple of things. First of all, I obviously don't want to mess with trademarks that Wizards has or anything like that. I mean, obviously, I'm posting this on the internet for you guys to see, and I would hate for something to come back and bite me in the butt. But I try and use art that I find on like DeviantArt and things like that. For I don't want to steal anybody's artwork and profit on it, which is why I don't sell any of these. I don't make a profit in any way, shape, or form from making proxies. It is on a Magic card. Now, for those of you guys who haven't seen proxies and stuff like that done, I'll kind of explain how I do it. And if there's any subscribers out there who maybe want to have something done, shoot me a message. I'd be more than happy to put together something for you. And I want to be able to give back to my subscribers, and maybe we'll do it. Maybe it's some sort of a giveaway or something like that. So I don't know. We'll see. So if you're a subscriber and you want to have something done, shoot me a message. I'll see what I can do. So now you'll notice that here is a slight mistake. So you'll see that it almost looks like the art is not covering the full part of the card. Now I did this one on purpose because, once again, I don't want my cards to be passed off as real or anything like that, which is why, like I said, these cards are only designed for casual play, right? My friends don't mind that I use proxies because a lot of them use my proxies. I would never proxy a whole deck or anything like that, but if I don't want to cough out, $10 or more for a card, I'll just make one. Now that makes sense. It takes some time and effort and practice and to kind of perfect it, and I'll kind of give you guys some other examples. So I'll give you guys just some other examples. So I've Elvish Piper, Worldly Tutor with my man Yoda on it. You can see all the text there. See if I get the light on it. It's hard to do it with a foil card. But you'll see even part of the text is kind of covered up by some of the art, so you have to kind of know what it does. Vorinclex, Voice of the Hunger. Look at all, mean and stuff. And then Oracle of Moldiah. Once again, these are all authentic Magic cards. It's got a bit of a bend to it. So I'll kind of explain how I go about kind of making these. So there's also my, I have, this is my Mael of the Anima EDH deck. I also have a Sliver EDH deck. Everything in my Sliver deck is obviously fairly inexpensive, so I think this is the only thing I have proxied in it, is my Sliver Overlord. Now, if I can, I'll own the original copy of the card, because obviously I want to support local game stores, I want to support Wizards, and obviously there's a third-party market for, actually pre-owned cards. So if I can, I'll own the original card before I make a proxy of it. For instance, I'll show you something here in a little bit later with Path to Exile. I don't want to buy 6 packs of Path to Exiles because I have 6 EDH decks. I want to be able to just take it out, re-sleeve it. So I've made a proxy of it. I'll kind of show you that one a little bit later. This is one of my earlier attempts, so I'm not sure if you can see the difference in the clarity. It's kind of hard to do it on camera, but this one looks a lot clearer with Quicksilver Amulet compared to this one. This was my very first attempt, and it looks kind of almost grainy. It's kind of hard to see it, but anyway, put those off to the side for now. So, the first thing I do is I start with a foil card. Now, obviously, I don't have the materials readily available to do it, but I will take a foil card. Now, older cards work better, so I try and buy bulk foils from LGSs. I'm talking like stuff from Return to Zendikar, Return to Ravnica, and prior, just because they've changed the foiling process and the printing on top of the foiling process. But that is just your basic, Magic card. I think I opened this one on camera. What I'll do is I'll use an acetone-based solution, similar to nail polish. It's a little bit stronger. You have to actually buy it from like craft stores and things like that. I can't remember what the heck it's called. But nail polish works. If you can get some of the really, really old cards, it does work. So you take some paper towel or a towel, put some acetone on it, you scrub, and you end up with this. I actually have 2 that I have kind of just waiting in the wings, ready to get some work done. So, actually, I think I have a few more anyway. But you can see, like, this is a lightly played card. There's, a little bit of wear from just, average. Now, these are obviously all, like, less than a penny foil commons and uncommons. I'm obviously not destroying anything that's, crazy. But once again, I'm doing this purely for fun. So, I take cards like this. Now, it took a little bit of research to try and figure out what I needed to do to be able to print on top of this. So the first thing I did is I tried printing using an inkjet printer right on top of the card. Horrible idea. The ink just comes right off. No matter how much you dry it, you put your finger on it, it smudges. Then I tried it on a laser jet, and a laser jet doesn't print on the foil. It does, but it comes out really blurry. Anyway, so I was kind of pondering and trying to figure out, like, what can I do to get something to print on top of this card. Well, I thought, well, rather than printing on top of the card, why don't I print on something and just glue it to the card? But you'd have to have something transparent and be able to print on it at the same time. And then I thought back to, like, primary school, where teachers would print and make transparencies on the old, on the transparency projectors. So I went to Staples here in Vancouver and bought transparency paper. So it's just your basic, clear paper, white little thing on the top. One side is smooth, one side is textured. So I print on the textured side because I want to be able to glue it down and have the front of the card being smooth. So to give you guys an example, these are a couple that I have kind of waiting. See here. I'm just going to grab this. And you can kind of see. So this is a Sylvana Heart of the Wilds. Obviously custom art, not done by me. I'm not taking any credit for this whatsoever. But you can see. So there's your Savannah. There is your Tooth and Nail. So once again, this is designed to go in my EDH deck. I own the actual real Tooth and Nail. But I thought, you know what? If I can... let's see if I can get a good angle on this. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Hold on. No, it's not going to want to zoom. All right. Oops, sorry guys, I'm shaking the camera. But yeah, obviously all the text is there. It's obviously a little bit off. Done on a computer. And then the last one is our Path to Exile. But you'll notice that, like, it's generally 100% transparent. So even when you print black and white on it, what should come through as a solid color comes through as transparent. So this is really, really important when you're doing proxies. Now, this turned out to be a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. A pack of these transparencies, I think it was 50 of them for like $70 or $80 or something like that. Really expensive. So I'm putting a cost into this myself for something that I'm going to benefit from, and my friends are going to benefit from. And then obviously the time and experience to be able to strip these and not destroy the card. But so, yeah, so it's money out of my pocket. So you take the card, you strip it. I would normally cut this out. Spray the back of this with a spray adhesive. Let me see if I can find what I use. Hold on one second. Where did it go? Of course, I left it up in a cupboard. I don't know where I put it. Oh. So I use this. It's a 3M Super 77, just classic spray adhesive, multi-purpose. It says actually Maybond foils, plastics, papers, foams, metals, and cardboard. So the moment I saw foils and cardboard, I was like, okay, cool, that'll work. Like $8 at Staples or Home Depot or something like that. So anyways, and it dries really, really quick and is super, super tacky. So if you're planning on doing this, message me. I can give you some tips and hints. But don't spray it and let it sit for more than about 5 seconds, because it becomes super tacky and it ends up looking like this, where it's kind of grainy in the background. The color doesn't really pop through. So anyway, you take this, you match it up. like that. It's hard to do it because this card's clear, but that'll give you an idea of what that Path to Exile would look like. Now, most cards aren't this clear, so if we use the let's use the Tooth and Nail, because there's some black and greens in here that are going to pop pretty well. So you can see how that works. Obviously, it looks a lot better when you actually get it glued down, but it gives it that foil look, and it goes through foils on everything. If you really wanted to, I'm sure if you were skilled in PowerPoint or can't even think, altering art. I can't remember what the heck the project's called. It's super late and I've had a long day. But if you're able to go in and darken some areas before you print, it might print them a little bit darker, thus they're not transparent. So you could potentially choose what areas you wanted to make transparent. So, you know, there's your Sylvana in a full art foil kind of custom. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I do on some of my spare time. It's been a while since I've made one, but the process doesn't really change. But yeah, so that's kind of how I do my deck. Or at least parts of my deck, I should say. Can I give you some other examples? I know I'm kind of rambling on here, but you know, I have a full art wooded foothills. That looks pretty sweet in a full art foil. You know, Sigarda, you know, Host of Herons, as an example. So, you know, looks pretty sweet in a full art foil. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want any kind of work done or anything like that, if I have some time, I'll definitely be able to help out. Once again, I don't want money for it. You know, if you want to help share the channel, I'm more than happy to kind of award you with you know, with some hard work on my side. You know, there's a Balefire Dragon. Once again, you can only read the Balefire, but everything else is the text is all down there. Kind of hard to read because it's not glued down, but so yeah, and you know, I keeps going. I have pages of these things that I have yet to do. Aura Shards and a Xenagos or an Avenger of Zendikar. Actually, this one looks pretty cool in my opinion, because there's no text on it. It's simply just a full art foil with the 5/5 down at the bottom. So, so yeah, I mean, this is kind of a side hobby, but I had a couple subscribers ask about them because I had mentioned them in previous videos. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the foils? You know, if there's if there's anything you guys want done, respectfully send me a message. I'll see what I can do for you. I can't promise anything, but yeah, cool. That's really all I got. So keep an eye out for our video tomorrow. And we're gonna be brother and I are gonna be shooting another video with some pretty cool sealed product. It's not a box or anything like that, but you guys will see. Sorry guys, I'm adjusting the camera here to get the glare off. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We're going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the month. I've pre-ordered all of the Commander 2017 boxes, and I'm going to be giving one of those away. So if we can get to try and get to 100 subscribers, trying to push through that 50. We got 51 subscribers now at this point. Trying to push through that that ceiling that I'm having trouble getting through. But you know what? It's all up to you guys. So subscribe, like, share, and thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.